listening to a CalumAM production. I don't know why I whispered that. Hello friends, welcome to yet another podcast for you to enjoy. I honestly can't thank you enough for taking the time to find me, to find this podcast, to give it a little listen, hopefully to subscribe. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun because it's going to be me and you hanging out in your ears, which is cool. You can take me with you wherever you go, obviously, although probably for the next few weeks that's not going to be anywhere particularly exciting. But thank you for giving me the chance to entertain you and to keep you company. I know that I really value yours, so thank you. I really do appreciate it. As I was sitting one day and I thought to myself, I was like, do you know what I really enjoy doing is making stuff. And I think actually, in the grand scheme of things, that means there's something missing from my life. And I realised that is a podcast. So, welcome to Macdonald. Now, I know what you're thinking, that this music is lovely, and yes it is, I completely agree, so thanks to Timothy Infinite for making it. Traditionally, back in the good old days of student radio, for example, I'd be quite gung-ho with music choices, it'd be very in your face, but I actually think this track from Timothy sets the mood for Macdonald, the CalumAM podcast, quite nicely. This is about us taking time out to spend with one another, me and you. To take it easy, to listen, to talk, to relax, to step back a bit and not be overwhelmed by the busyness and franticness that can come with everyday life. Now these trailer bits, they're all a bit of a strange formality, aren't they? Let's be honest. The conventional wisdom is that I need to try to capture you, to keep your attention and never let it go. But instead what I'm going to do is just beg you to stick around. I just really would like you to stick around and stay with me because we're going to have a lot of fun over the next few weeks of our podcast. One thing this podcast is determined to be is a podcast that gives back to you, okay? So I'm not just here to soak you up, but actually to reward you instead. So I have 10 prizes for 10 people. For 10 people who email me, the first 10 people who email me, just from listening to this trailer. Now, I know where your brain's gone straight away. This is a lame, cheap trick. Well, whatever, be a fun sponge if that's what you think. But I have fully trust that 10 of you will email. Okay? Now you can send a note that is as long or as short as you like. You can literally say hello with your name on it, that's fine. Send it to this address, macdonald@calumam.com. Okay? Macdonald, that's MACDONALD at calumam.com. Calum is spelt with one L. Okay, you got that? Macdonald@calumam.com. The first 10 of you that do that, I promise you, will get a prize, alright? Now, as is probably good for you as well as for me, don't worry, it's not just going to be me sitting here chatting to you all alone, as relaxing as that may be, or whatever. We're going to hear from many, many interesting people saying many, many interesting things to us, okay? We're going to talk to them about all sorts of things, and we're going to ask every guest the same 3 questions as part of that conversation, okay? We're going to ask them, what's the one moment or experience that changed your life? What excites you most when you think about your future? And what needs to change to make the world a better place? And those 3 questions, hopefully, give you a bit of insight into who you can expect to hear from over the coming episodes of the Macdonald podcast. Thanks for being there. Thanks for listening to this. Stand by for Macdonald, the CalumAM podcast, dropping into your stream every single week. Speak soon.